Welcome pedalers to another pedal preservation video. Your eyes do not deceive you. This bike is this bad and it's not something I would normally be entertaining, but pickings are slim just now. Not a lot of bikes in need are around just now, so this was actually donated. It is pretty hideous in all respects. It's heavy, it's a folding bike which are not overly popular, and there is just grunge and stuff everywhere. Even with the best intentions, demand for this bike would be almost nothing. But you know, I was having a wee toy over it, and things like the brakes, etc., everything actually seems to work okay. It's just cosmetically very bad. And as I had nothing else on the rack just now, I thought, you know what, it's not going to scrap, not on my watch. So I grabbed it and I brought it home, and we're going to see if we could, with a minimal amount of effort. I'm not going to start stripping this bike right down and doing a full restoration, because to be honest with you, when it's done, I'll probably have to give it away. So I'm going to see what we can do, get the bike rolling, get it working, and then maybe we'll just see if we can give it away. All else fails, we'll just give it away and see who wants it. I'd just like to thank everybody who got me over the 1,000 subscriber milestone. We're actually over it now. I think I'm about 1,035, so we're really accelerating now. It's a bit of a milestone. All the monetization kicks in. I mean, it's not a lot. I think last time I checked it was like £2.60, but it's absolutely awesome. It's vindication for all the hard work. I'm desperately trying to keep the one video a week up, but as I say, sometimes it can be difficult, and sometimes when things go wrong. This original video was meant to be about a hard rock, a specialized hard rock, but that went horribly wrong in more ways than one. I had some technical issues as well. I may not ever be able to use that video, hence why we've got the folding bike up in the rack. But with all out of the way, let's get on with it. Right, I'm honest, I honestly do not know where to start on this at all. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get lube into everywhere where it needs to be, and just see, you know, what is moving and what is not is working. There you go. See, 3 gears. Now it's a wee bit reluctant to go back down. I have to pull it. So, but it is working. But I think we can get that working better. But I think this is going to be the port of call. Just get lube into everything and see where that takes us. Right, just going to hit everything with some lube. I won't lie, actually, this is actually all moving quite nicely already. Even that is now starting to return at the back. So that's starting to work. I just think this thing's just been, I know it's got a lot of corrosion on it, but I think it's been most of all sitting somewhere dry. Let's get a little bit of oil down in the hose to see even the cables, all the inners of all the cables are all okay. I mean, that just feels absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, even the bell works. You know, this probably looked fine up until recently, and it's obviously just had a little spell outside, and that is what's killed it, unfortunately. Bit of a shame, really. Not much you can do. Whoa. There we go. Let's say not brilliant, but I think that's all we can have. I mean, front brake action is absolutely fine. That's all working. Yeah, no issues there. I'll just put a little bit of oil on where the hose goes in. You know, just on a few of the pivots. Although I've already hit all that with the spray, but see, that's absolutely fine. Obviously I would normally have pumped the tyres up straight away, but unfortunately those valves are going to prevent me from doing that. So I'm going to have to take the wheels off and replace the tubes. some 20-inch tubes, I think it is. Yeah. Oh god, that is manky. God, it's like it's bleeding. I think this rag's got that manky now. Right. Yeah, it's just really rough down here. I don't know what it is. I just hope it's on the rim and it's not actually the rim itself that's actually starting to decay away, because that would be a problem. That would be a big problem. Better check that. Right, so these wheels are coming off because we don't have what it takes to inflate that. I have no idea. But I wonder if it's worth. I definitely don't have a valve adapter of that style. And I haven't tackled one of these Sturmey-Archer 3-speed hubs. So I've never taken all this apart. So we're going to see how we're going to get on. With it. So it's going to be a school day today, and already I'm not getting very far. It must be a 15. It is a 15. Right, so that seems to. Alright, so that's slacking there, so I'm not too. I haven't looked at any videos, so you can cry out in the comments. Oh, there we go. Because I'm kind of wondering, it's like, because obviously this is all going to go forward and this is going to drop out. I'll see if we can get the chain off. But how, what do we do here? Should really have looked at the instructions, eh? Right, okay. It was simpler than I thought, but I kind of thought there'd just be some sort of quick disconnect, but it's not. We have to disconnect this. So I'm just going to give it a wee lube. Of course, it's going to be seized. Right, let's get this all back up. Let's do it proper. Need to disconnect from here. Oh god, that is tight. That is tight. Don't know whether a little bit of GT85 is going to help or not, but I will give it a whiz. Oh. There we go. Oh, gee whiz. All right. Ah, right. So we actually had a locking ring there. So that's probably why it was so damn tight. I'm sure you guys were laughing away to yourself thinking I'm making life difficult for myself, which I was. And that's not the right spanner I was using. Well, there's the spanner I was using. Right. Pop that out. A bit more conventional now and get the tubes swapped over. Right. There we go. Get some air in. Right, that's the tube now changed over, so I'm just going to give this a little clean while I've got it out. Be a little bit easier to get into. Well, that's annoying. Find my go-to brush. It's up a bit though. A little bit better for getting in here. I've got something a bit better. There's a little wipe off. Right, perfect. Yeah, all seems to be working all right. Just wondering maybe just get some oil on there while I'm here. Definitely don't want to get in the stripping this thing down, because I would not have a clue what would be in there. Kind of, part of me wants to give the bearings a grease, but I just do not want to open up that can of worms. Might do it on the front, but definitely, although what's that there? Is that a wee, ooh, just spotted like a little grease nipple or something there. See that? Can you see that? Oh, you can't see that. See it now? What is that? Uh-huh. Now I want to know what it is. It's like a little oiler or something. Is that an oiler? Must be an oiler. Right, there seems to be all sorts of consensuses online, but actually just putting oil in there seems to be the one what we're saying, like motor oil and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah. I'm just going to be using this. I can't even remember what I've got in this. But you know what? That's about as much as I'm going to put in. We'll soon find out. If there are issues with it not staying in gear, then at least I know I can come back and put a bit more oil in it. Right, so front wheel back up. We'll just do the same. Just give it a wee clean down, but I'm going to, I think, give a little courtesy grease of oil. I'll take the nuts off. I'm not too sure how this works, but that is very loose. I don't know, and I just don't know what the deal is. Whether they're meant to be loose like that or they should be tight. This is absolute new ground for me. So I'm starting to get it a bit cleaner. Still a bit corroded on these spokes, unfortunately. It's what it is. Yeah, that has to be surely, yeah, this is all loose. So I am taking it that this is like a normal wheel hub, and that should not, yeah, the other side is tight. So we're going to do our usual courtesy grease. Wind that. Ugh, managed to get it all outside. Eek. Right, well and truly used too much there. Yuck, that is going to attract the dirt. I will give that a proper clean. I'm not going to leave it like that. Right, let's just, same again, but back it out. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. That's what you could almost do with a grease gun, with like a sort of hypodermic, whatever you would call it. Really get the grease into the back. That'd be cool. Right, feels good, yeah. Don't know, gonna guess for a 16, and I'm wrong. In fact, I bet it's likely 14 because we're on the front. Oh, there we go. And I don't know what this will be. Can I guess in this because it looks quite petite. There we go. Oh yeah, it feels good. Feels good, yeah. Oh yeah. Right, that's good. Right, so we can just pop all this back on. Getting the excess off because we definitely overloaded that. It's a pity we can't do something with the wheels on this though. Well, that wheel's out. Just give the dropouts a wee clean. Yeah, it looks like this back mudguard unfortunately has had a little bit of an impact, because this is all a little bit twisted, which is a real shame. I bet it wasn't twisted before. Right, let's see how well this goes. Right, got to align. To be honest, could do with a clean, but it's going to probably be easier to clean it on the bike. Make sure they're lined up, otherwise the whole thing would rotate round, wouldn't it? Do it a wee bit tighter, I think. Just like that wee bit. There we go, bit of tension there. Not crazy, but enough. Oh, there we go. That is fine. Right, we tighten up the other side, just make sure we've got even spacing. There we go. Oh, what's happened to that? Oh, here it is here. Oh, I never saw that sitting there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little bit of oil into that chain. So that's obviously unscrewed itself. Is that going to be a problem? Why did it even unscrew? Oh, there we go. Wow. Right, okay. Alright, so interesting. Now remember what we did last time, we've got to back off that wee nut, because that was quite far back. And then that can go on. So if my hand's covering it. Yeah, that's a little bit of tension there. That just locks up. Right, that wasn't too disastrous considering. Well, you've heard they don't make them like they used to. I certainly don't think they do. Oof. Look at that. Let's give this a wee lube. This wee eccentric. So it's obviously tapping the bell as it goes round. Isn't that brilliant? It's absolutely fantastic. I wonder if I can maybe just give that a quick wire brush. Coming up. Well, I mean, not brand new, but whew, what a difference. You know, you could go crazy and pull all the bits off this bike and probably have it looking not too bad. Maybe not something I'm going to do, but just goes to show you. I mean, that's kind of just darkened it down a wee bit. Put that on there just to make it last a bit longer. But if you kind of just went over all the chrome parts, it would look not too bad at all. So not our usual restoration video, and this was not one I was expecting to do, but as I say, I couldn't get anything else. But do you know what? This bike is fine. It actually rides fine. In fact, on Monday, I am going to ride this back down to the bike library and redonate it. And we're going to find if we can get someone else on this bike with paying it forward. So it's come to the bike library as a donation, looked like it was going in the scrap. We've pulled it out, we've saved it. Can we get someone else and just get another, I don't know how old this bike is, but it's got to be 40 years old easy. So if we can get somebody on it for another 20 years, it's been a total win here at Pedal Preservation. So once again, guys, thank you for all the new subscribers, all the guys that pushed me over that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's been absolutely brilliant. It has certainly empowered me to make more videos, and I am desperately trying to do weekly videos as long as I can keep finding the bikes, find the time to do it, not keep having technical issues as I have had, and that's unfortunately what's happened to the hard rock video. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to salvage the audio on it and push the video out at a later date, I don't know. But certainly check out my other videos, and it's